Hi guys, I'm Madison Mary and welcome back to my channel. Today I have my November TBR. So it is November and I'm so excited because November is my birth month. I am a Scorpio, my birthday is November 8 and I am so excited. I think this is actually going out on my birth week. I have quite a few really cool books that I want to read in November, so I'm really excited and I have a very highly anticipated release. So without further ado, let us get into the books. So of course, how can I have a November TBR without reading Queen of Nothing by Holly Black? Seriously guys, I'm so excited to see how the Folk of the Air trilogy ends. I have no idea how June Carden's story is going to go. I have expectations, but it is a short book. It's like a little over 200 pages, so I'm really nervous. I don't know, this could be a real hit or miss. There's a lot of pressure on this book and I'm really excited. I still need to pre-order it from Barnes & Noble. Oops. But yeah, that's my book. If you guys don't know the Folk of the Air series, the first book is The Cruel Prince, and it is about Jude, who is a mortal in Feylands. Her parents were killed by this fairy general who kidnapped her, her sister, and her half-sister, and brought them to Fairy, and Jude kind of goes to this fairy school with other fairies, including the youngest prince of the fairy court. His name is Carden, and they have this serious hate relationship between them, and it's about Jude kind of trying to get power with the fairy and kind of asserting herself and not really wanting to be seen as a weak mortal. The next book I have to read is a buddy read, and that is going to be An Unkindness of Magicians by Kat Howard. I am buddy reading this with my favourite family, so that is Sarah from Novel Serendipity, Leah from Where in the World is Leah Jane, Kate from Chapter Kate, and Jade from The Jaded Reader. I'm really excited to read this. This is Kate's favourite book, so I don't know too much about it. I know that it's set in New York City and it has to do with magicians, and I think it says, what is this? It is a magical revenge thriller set amid the private world of New York City. And I think it follows two main characters. We follow Ian Merlin, who is the heir to the most powerful house, and then Sydney, who is an unknown magician from a candidate house. And I don't know, it sounds really cool and I'm really excited to see how this goes. The other buddy read I have, if you guys have been following me on here for a while, you will know that I've been reading all the Percy Jackson books with Sala from the Little Reader's Corner, and in October we finished The Last Olympian. We are taking a break before we move on to the Heroes of Olympus series, so what we're doing for the next 2 months is in November we are reading City of Glass by Cassandra Clare. We started buddy reading this back in December last year, so oops. But this is the last book in the original Mortal Instruments trilogy that Cassandra Clare wrote, and this is as far as I've ever gotten, because when I first read the books, this was all that was out. And then I just never continued the series. So I'm really excited to read this book and then finally start getting into the books that I have no idea what really happens. I know like one spoiler about Simon and that's it. So I'm really excited to read this one. It's a chunker, which is I think why we've been putting it off for so long. But actually the font's really big. I don't know. We shall see. I'm super stoked. Oh, if you don't know what the no, I'm not about to give you guys a summary of the Mortal Instruments. If you guys don't know it, this is not happening. I'm sorry. I am then, hopefully, this is the one book on this TBR that I'm like, maybe I'll get to, maybe I won't. It could be a December read, and that is A Heart So Fierce and Broken by Brigid Kemmemer. I received this ARC at Book Expo this year. I forgot. I got it signed by Brigid, and I actually lent this to Jade from Jaded Reader earlier this year, so she left a little note in here for me, which I totally forgot about. It's so cute. But this is the second book in the A Curse of Dark and Lonely series. We follow Grey, who is Ren's guardsman, and then we also follow Liamara, who is the daughter of the Queen of Caris Loren, who is the enemy kingdom. So I'm really excited to read this one. Jade absolutely loved it, and I've only heard good things from the people who have read the arc of this, so I'm really excited this has come out in January 2020. The next book, and kind of the tentative last book on this TBR, is Reverie by Ryan LaSala. I'm so excited to read this. I follow Ryan LaSala on Twitter, and he is like the funniest person I have ever seen on Twitter. I stan him so much. His energy is crazy and I'm really excited to read this. This is Inception meets the Magicians, and I know it has to do with a guy who was found half dead in a river, and then he starts to kind of see things a bit differently, and then he ends up getting like help from drag queens, I think. And it's just like this really crazy magical plot that goes on. I don't know too many people who have actually read this, but I'm really excited to, and I'm hoping it'll be an easy read. So we'll see. That's kind of really all I know about this. I wish I knew more, but the publication date got pushed up from January to December, which is why this popped onto this TBR so quickly. Tentatively, in November, I am of course flying back to New York to spend Thanksgiving with my family. And normally when I'm on airplanes, I either just listen to music or I will read on my Kindle. So if I do read on my Kindle, I think I'm finally going to bite the bullet, and I think I am going to read A Feast of Sparks. Feast of Sparks is the second book from the A Lesson in Thorns series by Simone, and it follows like this gigantic polyamorous relationship between all these bisexuals, and it's just a giant ritualistic orgy pretty much, with a slight mystery undertone and a lot of talks about library science. That's it. Also, I will say that in November it is Believeathon, which is when it's kind of encourages you to read in middle grades. And there was a middle grade that I kind of did want to read in this month. I'm gonna grab it right now. I have no idea what it's about though, so awkward. So the middle grade I have is Elizabeth Webster and the Court of Uncommon Pleas by William Lashner. I got this when I went to a Rick Riordan signing. King. But I don't really know what this is about. It says, so Elizabeth Webster ends up getting tutored by this guy named Henry Harrison, but Henry really needs help with a ghost that he hears calling out Elizabeth's name, and then she starts looking into her grandfather. So, I don't know. But I don't know, I'm kind of into, like, Disney Hyperion of course published the whole Percy Jackson series and all the other spin-offs from Rick Riordan. So I'm kind of really intrigued by this, and I feel like I could really like it because I trust Disney Hyperion when it comes to middle grade, and I haven't read a different middle grade in ages, not since Nevermore. So I'm kind of excited for this. But yeah, I do have one last thing I want to say before I go, and that is the fact that this video does have a giveaway sponsored by Clever Fox. Clever Fox is a, oh god, that's not the kind of glare I want. Clever Fox does bullet journals and other journals like just daily planning, monthly planning, financial planning, and also just regular dotted journals, which people of course use for bullet journals. And I've been wanting to bullet journal for a while now because I really admire all my friends who bullet journal, like Liv from Liv Reads a Latte, Jess from 100 Tomes. Like, they just do such an amazing job, and I've always been very envious, and I'm like, well, I kind of wish I could try it out too. So when Clever Fox reached out to me, I was like, yes, I would love to get a free journal from you guys. And then they also said that they would be open to doing a giveaway. So if you guys subscribe to Clever Fox's YouTube channel and their Instagram, and then also subscribe to me, you can enter the giveaway to get a Clever Fox journal. Just comment down below with like a purple love heart. That is what I have decided. Comment down below with a purple love heart to signal that you have done all the requirements. If that does confuse you, you can read in the description box down below the exact qualifications. You of course have to be over 18 to enter or have parental permission, be willing to give out your address and all that kind of jazz. But I'm super stoked, and I'm really excited to start bullet journaling in the new year. But yes, that is all for this TBR video. If you guys enjoyed it, please hit the like button down below. If you want to see more of me, please subscribe to my channel, and until next time, thanks a bunch guys. Bye!